Gavin Mueller has received a Steve Wilfon crystal ball to commit to Colorado tomorrow. So go figure. Doesn't matter that he's close to South Bend. But guys, this video is about Jack Hestera. At first, I kind of blew this off. He was here in 2022. What do you make of this, guys? This is a different type of wide receiver than what we got on the roster right now. And I think he's going to play snaps for us. I'm not saying he's coming out and he's going to start for us. No, no, no. But he's got a skill set that is a little bit different than most of the guys that we got on the roster. Let's go ahead and just like dive into like some of these highlights. First off, I doubt this thing's gonna get monetized. That's okay. That's okay because I want you guys to see these highlights. They are fantastic. Check out Jack Hestera right here. Spent this past year at Utah State in 2023, was at Charlotte. Are you kidding me? Just look at that route one more time. That was nice. That was real nice. Will they give us a replay? Looks like no. That was just a beautiful route. So that's pretty eye-opening, okay? And, see what we got here at Charlotte in the slot, 19. Another beautiful touchdown over the middle on that deep post. Yeah. Let's get into some of the highlights that he posted on his own X account, and we're just gonna, like, run through these guys, but, yeah, you think about, like, who were probably gonna be our starting wide receivers, you're thinking that probably Draylon's gonna start in the slot, and I think that he will, but, um Draylon, I think one area that he needs to continue to work on, and maybe he'll have a fully developed route tree coming in this year, which would be awesome. But Jack Hestera, he can run some different routes in the slot than I think than some of our other wide receivers have done or can. Um, seems to be a very quick separator, if I can talk, out of his breaks on these routes. And what I like also about him is that he's 6 feet. Like he's got some size to him as well, some toughness. You'll see some blocks like later on in this clip, in this highlight reel. Like tough guy will come down with these tough catches, but I like it. I think that yeah, he's a guy that you can fully depend on to run some of these quick slants, these posts over the middle. He can make a guy miss in man coverage due to his route running. Can run some of those outs as well, which is nice. Oh man, showed some impressive hands right there on that catch, and a nice little over route there, and getting some yak as well. Of course, this is like the Draylon Miller special. He can run some of that too, and I think he look at this right here. Oh, never mind. I thought that was gonna be the block one. So so forget that, but a quick, shifty wide receiver, oh, yeah, there we go. That's the nasty I like to see in the blocking game. That's what I'm talking about, man, and, can get downfield a little bit as well, hey, and shove you into the end zone, so I I'm excited for this one, guys. I'm not gonna be surprised to see Jack Estera on the field. Again, I think that he's a little bit more developed as a route runner out the slot than some of the guys that we have right now. Granted, Quentin Gibson could be that as well, but again, freshman. I'm not going to put really any expectations on freshmen to see the field this year. If they do, then we're playing with house money, baby. But Jack Estera, welcome to the Buffs. Welcome back to the Buffs. Again, here in 2022. Yeah, and actually saw like 14 targets, or 28 targets, 14 receptions, 157 yards. Probably a lot of those come from Owen McCown, who's now down here at UTSA. But here's Charlotte, 349 yards on 28 receptions. And then this past year at Utah State, 340 yards on 24 catches. Has 7 touchdowns the last 2 years. So that's interesting. No doubt about it. You can see he was playing the slot a lot starting out at CU at 93% of his snaps, was only playing about a third of his snaps in the slot at Charlotte, but then back at Utah State, getting back to that, 86% of his snaps were in the slot. And I would assume that we're going to use him in a similar fashion. Average depth of target from the slot was 13.1. That's very, very interesting. Contested catch rate, he caught 2 out of 8. Let's see what he did in previous years. 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4. So maybe not a huge contested catch guy, but nah, he's going to be winning with his route running. And I think that again, when you look at the weapons that we have, Terrell Timmons, Cam Michael, Isaiah Harge, he's another guy that I'm always forgetting about, but I love him. I think that he should switch to running back. That's just me, though. But I think he's going to be a weapon out the slot. I think he has potential to become a really good route runner running out of the slot as well. But all these other guys, Quanell Farrakhan, I think Quentin Gibson obviously has future in the slot. Joseph Williams, Traylon Miller, Omari Miller, like all these guys, or Joseph Williams, Omari Miller, all these guys are going to be outside guys. Draylon, I think, is going to be that starting slot for us. I think we still will play a handful of, plays and 10 personnel. So that's 4 wide receivers. So it'll be interesting to see who else is on the field. Of course, we got Hakeem Williams coming over here from Florida State, but I think he projects to be more of an outside guy. But it would be very cool to see what we could do with a big slot, right? And again, what's nice about Jack Hestera is that he does give you like a medium slot. He's not a small slot. He's not, a 6'4" slot, but he's 6 feet, 185 pounds. So I'm excited about this. I know that there's been a little bit of debate on if this is a scholarship or walk on. I absolutely think that this is a scholarship spot. So we should be up to 16 wide receivers now, which is usually about where we land in the room. So I really do like this, and it would not surprise me at all to see this guy get some decent run here at CU. So welcome back. Not something that happens very often at all. But Jack Hestera back with the Buffs. What did you guys think about some of those highlights, about the stats? How do you feel like he fits in the room? What do you think his strengths are? Of course, like, subscribe, let me know in the comments. I'll be back to talk about, hey, Gavin Mueller. I said no, he's not coming here. Well, it seems like Coach Bartolone, he's like, Dave, I don't like being the number 1 guy on your hot seat. So it's cooling off a little bit. So hopefully that announcement's official tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about it. Let's go Buffs.